This is Two Teachers Chat with your hosts, Brenda McCrate and Peggy Wilbur.
Hey, Peg. Hey, Brenda. We are Two Teachers Chat. Tell us about the care and feeding of teachers.
Oh, yes. Administrators, we are talking to you. We have found, as teachers who have been evaluated many times over the years, that some of our principals made us feel like even better teachers than we ever thought we were. We're pretty dedicated. Okay, I mean, we're doing this, right? So this shows that. We're dedicated. I have had principals who have told me specifically good things I have done in a lesson that they've observed. And I know that I want to keep doing those things. Feed the good in your teachers. And then you can care for them. Now, what we don't mean is, that was a great lesson. I liked everything. Except, well, there were 3 boys in the back. And I noticed they weren't really being engaged. So, you need to fix that before next time when I come in. That is not going to help your teacher be a better teacher. It is going to help your teacher be a resentful teacher. What you want to tell them are the specifics in their lesson that you know made it that good lesson that you saw. So you can start off with, that was a great lesson. This is why. You modeled that first part really clearly, and you explained why certain things were important, and you told them of some common mistakes that you wanted them to avoid. And then when they practiced it, that was the voice that was in their head. That was really an asset to that lesson. You asked several really deep questions, and you made sure that you also asked the students to explain their thinking. So you made them go deeper. You had a great, clear learning target up on the board, and you went to it 2 or 3 times during the lesson. And you had several pair shares. And I saw the kids really engaged during those. See, you've given that teacher 4 or 5 things that they did specifically well. And honestly, they may not have realized how well they were doing it, because teachers get in the zone and we go, and you ask us later, how did you think that lesson went? And we can go, oh, I think it went okay. I don't know. Maybe. What do you think? And partly it's because we're just teaching away, and we teach, and we don't even really remember everything we've said and done because we're making 1,000 decisions in a day. But also, teachers tend to go right to what went not so right in the lesson. And then they're not giving themselves credit for all the things that do go right. I mean, you have your exceptions, but I'm just talking for the majority of us. So give them those specific great things. And then when you choose to give them something they need to improve on, pick one thing. So maybe there were 3 kids in the back who weren't so engaged, even during the pair shares. So you say to that teacher, so I noticed that the 3 kids in the back there, even during your pair shares, they were kind of goofing off. They weren't talking on topic. They were a little off task. Is there anything you might have done differently, or you've done differently in the past to keep everybody engaged? And with an experienced teacher, you're probably going to get, oh yeah, I let the kids pick their partners, and I should never let those 3 together. But I just thought, let's see how it goes. So tomorrow that won't happen. Or some other solution. If they're not so experienced and they go, oh, yeah, I noticed that too, but I didn't know what to do, then you give them a very specific way to handle that. Let me give you a couple of ideas. You might separate those 3 and give them different partners. You might move to the back of the room where they are and just make sure they're on task and really talking about the topic. Or you could move them to the front where, if that's where you're going to be, because all your materials are there, move them closer. Any of those might work. Try one and let me know how that goes. I'd love a little email on whether they're a little more engaged. I haven't told her exactly what to do or him exactly what to do, but I've given them some options, and I've limited to one thing. That will improve your already good teachers. It will make your good teachers into great teachers. And it can even take that mediocre teacher who's struggling and turn them into a good teacher because they know that you have found the good in them. And since it takes 7 positives to counter 1 negative, the more specific good things you can tell them, the more they're going to build on those skills, and the better every one of your teachers will become. And think about how that makes you look. So that's our advice for the care and feeding of your teachers. We hope you will take it. And we're going to go get ourselves more coffee.
Thank you for watching 2 Teachers Chat. Until next time, and remember, teachers touch lives forever.